I remember it was like 2 picks before the Ravens. And I remember just looking at that. I'm like, why haven't they called me yet? Like, if they're going to pick me. And I remember calling them back and like, what are you going to do? Like, are you
called them back?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you thirsty, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Guys, we're back here at Punchline Pod. We have a very special guest, a man that leads the NFL. But before we get into that intro, we're here with Jack Settleman and the one and only NFL Interception League leader, Geno Stone.
And not tied either. We have the outright lead. And these aren't like any interceptions. You have 5 interceptions on the season. In all 5 games, the Ravens have won. The Ravens have 6 wins, 2 losses. In the 3 games you don't have a pick, we're only 1 and 2. So,
wow, didn't know that's that.
The keys to success. And Ravens are undefeated in games where you do cardio. So keep it up out there. Keep running.
You know what I mean? I do what I can. I do what I can when I can. That's the goal. That's the goal.
We start every episode with Marlon's mind. You get to react to Marlon's mind. I get to ask Marlon what is on his mind today.
Health. Health is on my mind. You know, I had a conversation with somebody in the cafeteria. She did not know she was whatever when you
allergic
can't eat
to gluten.
She didn't know she was allergic. There it is. She didn't know she was allergic to gluten. She said she used to eat gluten all the time. She used to laugh at people that were gluten, whatever. And she said, like, she used to make fun of them. So she'd eat it and then she'd just feel like crap. And then once upon a time, she went like a week or something without eating something for something. I realized it was the best she ever felt in her entire life. And I was just like thinking to myself, like, that would really suck. And then this past Friday, I was having some little stomach issue. Mm-hmm. That stomach issue went on to Saturday. And then it went on to Sunday. And it has been a very rough couple days for the tummy. So what's on my mind is my tummy starting to feel better. Hopefully soon. I'm not allergic to gluten, so that had nothing to do with anything. I'm not sure why I put that in there. But that's what's on my mind right now that I'm sure nobody wanted to hear about, but that is on my mind right now.
Yeah, it just sounds like you probably need to take some Pepto or something.
I took a little bit of everything. I took a little Imodium before the game, just trying to, stabilize that. It was not getting too detailed, people, but it was, I painted some toilets. A lot.
Not getting too detailed, but here's the detail.
A lot.
He's painted a picture for
a
everybody.
lot. I'm just going to be honest with you.
It's actually a great transition to ask the question that I don't know if we've ever discussed. Did Lamar have a gut issue for the famous game in Cleveland?
I believe 100%. I mean, no one waddles like that if you don't. You know what I mean? No one waddles like that if you don't.
Unless you're cramping.
But honestly, we got to get him on. We got to get him on the show, man, and set the record straight. You know, has he ever really went? He might have done it in public about something about that, maybe.
What do you think? You think
I think he was cramping.
Stomach cramps though,
He said he was cramping. I didn't ask for details, but
look, man. Look. Keep my opinions to myself, but. The verdict's still out there.
You did a Paul Pierce?
The verdict's still out there. No, Paul Pierce, no wheelchair. Paul Pierce, no wheelchair.
Hey, the Ravens won. You had some stomach issues. Ravens won. Lamar had some stomach issues. He threw the game-winning touchdown to Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown got to play his former team. Were either you trash talking with Hollywood on Sunday?
Hollywood was, I guess being that my first time playing Hollywood, I don't know if he's a big trash talker. He was not talking too much.
It looked like you talked to him, though.
Yeah. Apparently, he did say, was it you that told me?
Yeah, I was talked to him a little bit. I just wasn't trying to say too much. Then he looked at me. He was like, just let you know I'm mic'd up. So he low-key looked out.
I thought.
He looked out. He said he was mic'd up. So I stopped all the talking to him.
Someone told me, I guess early on, they thought it was going to be a close game. Which it actually ended up being a close game. But as Kyle Van Noy said, it always gets freaky in Arizona. It ended up being freaking close at the end. I mean, golly. But the Ravens fan made it a home game.
Yeah?
Shoot. It was loud in there. It was loud in there. It's very Raven energy. I like that layout of that stadium. It seems like it's not that many seats. Because the end zone is like
just to walk in the stadium though, just like takes forever to get.
Gosh, you gotta walk all the way around. Whew.
Were either you having trouble with your cleats? I think you slipped once, right?
I was slipping a lot for some reason.
Yeah, I slipped.
But
the
ground seemed like it was good though. But I didn't really realize pregame. But I was
there were some images at halftime that the field looked torn up.
Yeah, it was. I do remember seeing that a couple times. I looked down and it was a little dippy, but it felt good though, which is odd.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like one of those like, oh, this sucks. So it was interesting game. Hey, we came out of there victorious. West Coast, and those flights are no fun when you lose. Flights are no fun when you lose, man. So,
it didn't look that fun going home. What you had to remind the people that you won.
Sometimes a win is a win. Now, as I sat there after the game, I'm like, did we kind of play a little rough defensively? I mean, I only speak for defense. I don't know what's going on offense. I don't know what they did or didn't do, honestly. I just be watching the game like a fan. But it was a little rough. We had missed tackles, PIs, formation busts. When I say that, I meant those three for me. I did all three of those. So I don't really know what everyone else did, but I did all three of those. So, it was definitely not a well-executed game. But once you get over that, you enjoy the win, and then you correct it the next day. I think that's the biggest key. It's got to go in that order. Finish the game. Was it good or was it bad? Evaluate shortly before the film. Enjoy the win. Fix or build on what you need. And this is definitely a fixer to perfection type game. But like I said, you came out victorious. So, you know what I'm saying? Cheer up a little bit and enjoy the thing. Someone lost.
Yeah,
half the teams lost.
Yeah.
And you got another interception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of stole it, I guess.
Man, let's talk about it right now.
All right.
Were we in the right call on that interception?
Honestly, I don't think so. Well, I think the front was closed the wrong way. Earl was telling me to play one thing, and Kyle was screaming, pause behind me, another thing.
Wait, is this the pause play that you mentioned earlier?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't.
What was the name of the play?
I don't even have.
It was something with an alert check. I don't want to give our calls out, but something with an alert check, and Kyle was saying alert check.
Why were you running over there with that guy anyway?
He's a ball hog.
I kind of thought, he just looked like he was wide open. So I was like, let me kind of go cover.
Yeah, I'm over trying to think of what
because I was a hook player, and in my job, I'm playing the hook, right, and I take 3 out. So 2.
If anything, you should have just dropped straight back in the hook. I mean, you got the pitch.
I did drop back, but I matched whatever was closest to me. So because I thought it was run, so I saw play action. I thought it was run, and then when I opened up, I seen him going on the over, and I'm like, if I'm the hook, he should be going to me. So I just opened up and ran with it, and then I just turned around. Because
Stevens had Hollywood, right?
Because
he came off.
Well, he was playing the flat.
Got it.
So Brandon was the flat, I was the hook, and I just ran with a guy, stole his pick, got happy, went to the sideline, disgusted, noticed we were in the wrong call. Everyone was doing the wrong thing, but we all kind of played the right thing and made a play, so worked out. But end of the story, you play fast, you make plays.
Yeah, that. Play fast, make plays. Boom.
Yeah.
Was B. Steve actually pissed at you?
You said he didn't celebrate with me, so now we got to talk about that.
At least he got a pick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have had 2, but
he didn't even celebrate with you.
Yeah, he did. They said on the film he just walked off.
I didn't celebrate with neither one of y'all's, neither picks for real.
Because you be on the other side of the field. I know you probably just walk off.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I did this. I held my hands up. I was, like I said, man, energy levels was low. I was just dadgummit. I did throw a hand up though, and I waited for y'all to celebrate and came back, and then I dapped you up. But I just waited. Then on B. Steve's, I came at the end, but I definitely did not want to jog down there either. But hey, man, INT leader.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking the question, man. What's he gonna do next? I mean, what's he gonna do next? I mean, freak. Share. Tip the ball to me or something. My gosh. Yeah, you're on chapter 5?
That's 5.
Yeah.
B. Steve's on chapter 2.
Yeah.
Kyle's on chapter 1. I'm on chapter 0.
Yeah.
I'm in the prologue. So my time's coming, man. So I'm just gonna need the power.
Yeah, get some of that
Need
juice.
the power.
You
Need the
gotta be
power.
living right. I think I'm just living right now. Yeah. That's what people are saying, but I think I just do what I do every day anyways.
So no love for DPOY, right? Like if Minka or Derwin James or
They'd be the lead.
Pro Bowl safeties
They'd be the lead.
led the league in interception, I feel like they get DPOY consideration. Why don't you think you're getting that consideration?
I mean, really, in my head, I think I think guys that get that would be like pass rushers, just because
Freaking is such a pass.
I just feel like they
pass
get it,
rushers.
or they're like unless like a DB. Well, you can't say that because Trayvon Diggs went crazy one year, but didn't get it. But I don't. Me myself, I don't know. I just feel like
Make your pitch.
Yeah,
Give us your pitch.
I don't want to say too much, but I just feel like I don't get respect how I should. I mean, I feel like I go out there and prove it, but at the end of the day, it's not me to say what I am or whatever it is. I mean, I'm just gonna go out there and play ball, and when the plays come to me, I make the plays, and them guys, they credit to them. I mean, they are the best in the business. So I mean, the first rounders, I guess like everyone says I'm a 7th rounder pick.
Yeah, what?
So
but that shouldn't matter.
Pick
right?
219, if everyone knows the exact number, 219.
Golly.
Do you remember all
It's freaking
218 drafted ahead of you?
No, I stopped watching the draft in the 4th round.
You're not hungry, bro. You don't have drive.
Dude, after I was the number 1 safety on the board going into day 3, and when the first safety went, the next dude went off the board, I just stopped watching because I was like, why did he go before me?
Really?
Yeah.
So you were first safety going into round 4 on the board.
Yeah.
Mel Kiper or Todd McShay, whoever it was. And so you thought you were going to be drafted in what round?
I mean, for sure the 4th. I mean, I just then like 3 or 4 safeties went in the 4th round. I'm sitting there like, maybe I suck.
Why did you feel like you dropped? Did the agent say anything?
When you go to the underwear Olympics, they test all your.
Oh yeah.
They test all like what you look like and stuff. And
Oh,
if you
they
look at
definitely-
me,
Yeah, that didn't help.
I
you.
wouldn't look like your.
You should have tried to wear a t-shirt.
I would. No, I was actually skinny then.
Yo, you could have rocked Skims.
I was 197. I ran at 197, but I drank a lot of water. It got to 207. But I was actually ran light. But
So then you should have looked straight.
But I pulled my groin running, so I
Mm.
ran slower. And they said my intangibles, like my arms are stubby. They said, I'm a little Italian guy.
Dinosaur arms.
I'm Italian guy. Well, people out there ask for what I am. I'm black and Italian. I'm not whatever else. What would you think I am? Actually, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Hey, we're good. We're good. I won't set you up. I'm gonna set you up.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
But arms stubby. They say legs. I ain't tall enough. Whatever size. That's what. I'm not a typical Alabama guy.
Yeah.
This guy that played at Iowa.
Alabama corners are
Undersized.
trash, though, typically.
Undersized. I'm
Fast.
just a diamond in the rough. That's
Yeah.
all.
But falling from 4th to 7th, that had to be a little surprising.
No, it definitely was. It got to the point where I remember in the 6th round, it was like one of the San Fran scouts messaged me, and it's 6th round, and they're messaging me about possibly being an undrafted free agent and signing there. I'm like, why are you messaging me about? In my head, I'm like, why are you messaging me about being an undrafted guy when the draft's still going? Like, I feel like I should be drafted.
Yeah.
And I just remember like a bunch of teams, like my agent telling me like this team want to sign you, and if you're undrafted, and I'm sitting there the whole time like, why are we even talking about this? Like, I mean, it's our job to think about that to get you signed, but in my head, I'm like, I feel I should be a drafted guy, and then next you know, the Ravens messaged me. They messaged me in this like 6th round, and they were like, we have 2 picks left, so we don't know where we're going with this. And obviously the first one wasn't me.
Who was it?
They picked Prochet.
Okay.
My dog, shout out Prochet. And then, I remember it was like 2 picks before the Ravens. And at that point, they don't show it because it's like, they're just talking about everyone else getting drafted. And then it's like, you see on the little screen, it's like, so-and-so got drafted. And I remember just looking at that, I'm like, why haven't they called me yet? Like, if they're going to pick me. And I remember calling them back and like, what are you gonna do? Like, are
You called them back?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you thirsty dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I was like, what are you doing?
I would have literally undrafted you out the game. I'd be like, okay, we're not drafting.
Well, like, because I'm like trying to figure out, like, what are you doing? Like, are we gonna take me? Because like you said, like people were saying, like you're gonna try to figure out where you're trying to go. Because I didn't know. Because if you're undrafted, you really get to pick where you want to go at that point. Yeah. It's like being a free agent. Yeah.
And that happens fast.
Yeah, it happens fast.
Right away. So you were planning.
Yeah, so I'm trying to plan.
He'd rather go undrafted.
Yeah,
he can call the team.
I was like, I'm trying
calling you guys.
Well, I'm trying to figure out like what my plans are. And, next I got the call from Eric and, the rest is kind of history. Been through a lot the rookie year.
Do you remember what he said? I wish I remember what.
Yeah, I kind of do a little bit because it was during COVID and I had a kind of house full of people, probably like 50 people. And
you had a party,
so I probably shouldn't have.
Oh, you had a party.
Yeah, I just remember like I answered my phone. I'm like, he's like, hey, is Eric Baltimore Ravens? I'm like, how you doing? And he was like, we're gonna take you with this pick right here. And I was like, I appreciate it. You're gonna get everything out of me. And then as soon as I said that, everyone in the background started going crazy. And then he was like, you having a party? I said, I just got a few people here. And then I hung up and then enjoyed it.
214?
219.
219. How many picks are there?
They made the changes
and stuff.
It was like that. It was like 250 something. Yeah.
Well, I'm
bad at math. In my head, I was like the last safety to get drafted or like second to last.
All right, so you don't remember all 218 in front of you. Do you remember every safety drafted ahead of you?
Nah,
I think people that do that are kind of a little.
Because at the same time, it's like I know most people I went to the combine with. I can say that.
Yeah,
I know most people I went to the combine with, but know who got drafted. I wasn't looking at all that. I just feel like that's like
that's not the chip on your shoulder.
Insecure thing. I ain't playing. I'm not playing angry because this dude got drafted before me. Like, what?
Yeah, some dudes be
like Amon-Ra remembers every wide receiver.
For what though? What do you get out of that?
I don't know.
Some people, Draymond Green.
Why don't you remember every GM's name?
Right.
Like, that's what you should remember, not the player.
Yeah.
Like you should. This GM passed on me. Their fault. This GM passed on me. All right, that's what you should remember, not the player. Like, the player didn't do nothing. They got an opportunity and before you. That's all.
So this is interesting because players talk about, like, would you rather not been drafted because you get to pick your scheme? And Van Noy mentioned that last week where he was saying he kind of got drafted to the wrong scheme. When you get drafted that late, they're not going to have that draft capital tied in you. What was your thought process? And then knowing now, because the Ravens value their draft picks a ton, so it did mean a lot to pick you. But what do you think?
Honestly, I didn't Baltimore was like one of the last teams I thought would draft me. I actually thought I was like going to go to a team like Houston, Chicago, or Minnesota, but being that late round of a pick. Some guys do like being undrafted because, like you said, you can pick what scheme you want to go to, what situation fits best for you.
Yeah,
and then being a late round pick is kind of like, it's not like you get put in a bad situation. You just got to make the most of your opportunities because I feel like I could have played in any defense. But the defense we had my first couple of years was more of a cover 1-0, and I came from a defense that played too high a lot, so that's why I feel like I play a lot better. I feel like I play a lot better in this scheme with Mike because he's more of a too high guy in zones and things like that. But at the same time, we play fire zones and man, and that's why I kind of did at Iowa. So I feel like it fits me best, and guys are able to make more plays on the ball, and I feel like that's what I'm able to do this year. Just have my eye on the quarterback more and be able to fill routes out and go make plays.
So you go from being drafted 7th round to where we are now, but in between, you actually got claimed by Houston. What's that experience like bouncing back and forth?
Yeah, because people make the situation, they make it sound worse than it was. Because so I did get cut the first time during the season because it was a number problem. Like when you have a veteran play so many games on the practice squad, they had Jordan Richards. You had to elevate him after 2 games, after they played 2 games. So they were like, we need him up, so we're going to put you on practice squad for a few weeks. So I went on practice squad for a few weeks, and then I ended up getting elevated for 2 games in a row. I played my first game against the Colts, and then I played against the Patriots, and then they put me back on the active roster. I was on the active roster for another 2 weeks, and then I got COVID. And then once you get COVID, you lose your roster spot.
Mm.
So you're basically on IR, and that's when the whole team got it.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's when the whole team got it. So when the whole team came back, I was the last person to get it. So the whole team came back.
So with the Steelers game, you the last.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
So I was
Did you get it? You got it, right?
I got it.
You got it the whole time.
I got it.
Well, before
I was
you got it after the Steelers game. The first
I got it
game.
alone.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the big
Yeah.
train of the everyday COVID joint.
Yeah.
That was wild times.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know you got that. Wait, you were the one that got it on the way to the plane?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah. But I was the last one to get it. So whenever everyone came back and got activated again, there was no roster spots. So
Wow.
so I was on like the little exempt list for like 2 weeks. So basically just working out, training, and they came to this time where they're like, you have to make a decision. They have to either cut them or basically what it is. Or you cut them or activate them. And they were like, I mean, they didn't have no spots for me. So they're like, we're gonna cut you and put you back on P squad and then elevate you again probably. So when they did that, I didn't expect even Houston to claim me because they didn't have a GM or a head coach. I didn't expect anyone because I played 2 games.
It
Yeah.
was at the end of the year.
Yeah. And then I remember my agent called me. Well, my agent didn't even call me first. My best friend hit me up and was like, yo, you just got picked up by Houston. And I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah.
That boy was on Twitter.
That boy was on Twitter. Yeah, he was like, what's his name? Rappaport.
Yeah, Rappaport.
He was like, Rappaport just tweeted out. I'm like, I said, you're lying. So my agent didn't even call me. I didn't even get picked up.
Yeah.
And then
the team wouldn't call you either, right?
Yeah, no. Then next you know, like as soon as he said that, my agent called me like 2 minutes later. We're like, yeah, you just got claimed. I'm like, dang. Like I'm about to. I was like, when do I got to leave? They're like tomorrow. I'm like, what? So like that was different. Like you get up and leave and go to the next team. Went there for like 5 days. It was weird because they didn't, like I said, they didn't have a head coach or GM.
What happened? Their head coach and GM was fired at that
Bill
point?
O'Brien. It was Bill O'Brien. Yeah.
Got it.
So
and he was both.
Yeah, he was both.
Got it.
So he got.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was there for the week, and I was there with Deshaun and JJ when they wanted out. Just the vibes. I mean, it was weird. It was kind of crazy. Like some of the guys when they were cool, and the vibes were different there. Then I ended up, after the season, they got the new GM and stuff like that, and he basically told my agent like, "Hey, this is gonna be like we're basically bringing in guys, and we don't really have a plan for Geno because we didn't. Obviously, they didn't bring me in. That wasn't him. So me and my agent was asked like it would be best for me like to let me go to free agency, see what I could go do. And
did you play in Houston?
No, I didn't. I was
right?
just on the active roster for the last game. I almost did though because they had a COVID problem.
Yeah.
And they were like throwing me in like the last second, put me on like things I never even played before on like kick return, punt return. I was gonna play special teams and stuff like that, but yeah, I didn't play. I ended up just playing, chilling that game. Went home the next day, and then went to free agency. Came back to Baltimore, basically.
What was that process like?
Really, it came down to a few teams. I was picking between, but at the end of the day, I remember telling my agent, I said, I want to go back to a situation where one, there was still COVID going on, so I didn't want to go into a situation where I had to go to a new team, learn a new system. I feel like I already knew this system. I was learning from Anthony Levine at the moment, so he was the guy that was teaching me the ropes and showing me how to be a pro. Basically learning special teams, to basically be a special team player. So I just knew this was like the best opportunity for me to be here. And I feel like I wanted to prove something to the Ravens that there's a reason why they drafted me. So that's basically why I signed back. And I feel like, I've been doing a good job
What do you
showing
think?
that.
You've been doing a good job, man.
Well, the crazy part about it, because we didn't have preseason, Marlo didn't even think I could play football
That's not true.
until he told me in the preseason.
Oh yeah. That's
What happened?
That's what I'm saying.
What happened?
Wait. Pause about this Pittsburgh. Pause. The Pittsburgh COVID game was that late in the year?
Yeah, it
was December.
It was like December 3rd or something like that. Well, it was supposed to be like December or something.
Dang, I didn't really realize that.
So what happened? What's this story? Maybe that we don't know.
Oh, so that was a wild week. That was it started off. I don't remember who the first one to get it was. I guess Steve.
Yeah.
I know we had 2 Thursday night games back to back. So it's kind of weird because it was a week in between both of them. Long story short, I remember we were basically on call of like, keep your phone next to you at all times because we don't know what's going down. So it would be like, yo, we don't know when we're playing. We don't know when we're practicing. And then you get a text like, hey, we're having a team meeting. And then you'd be like, what time? They'd be like, right now.
Like, hop on Zoom.
Yeah, like hop on Zoom. Yeah, like hop on Zoom. So like team meetings were literally in the span of getting a text or having a team meeting, it'd be like 8 minutes. Like it's like crazy time. So then they're like, all right, we're gonna come in and have practice tomorrow in the indoor. We can't go in the locker room. So the lockers are gonna be in the indoor facility, and then we're gonna be each one's gonna be like 10 yards spread out, every seat. Every seat's gonna be like all around the indoor. So I get in there and I'm sitting on my phone, and Wink walks up, and I'm like, hey, I just heard practice got canceled. He's like looking at me like, what? I'm like, yeah, Schefter just said the practice got canceled. And then like 5 minutes later, they're like, everybody get out. So then we all leave again. Like, and some guys hadn't even made it there because they were like, Marcus called me. He was like, or no, Marcus or Chuck called me. They're like, well, I'm coming. Like, I ain't already left the house. Yeah. I'm pulling. I'm like, bro, like, no, like, we're leaving. Like, there is no coming in. So they're like, all right. I don't even know if we ever even ended up doing a walkthrough before this game. So they're like,
no, well, we did. We did a walkthrough the day before, and that was the day I tested. Oh no, we did a walkthrough. I remember we did a walkthrough the day before
at the facility.
At the facility, in the indoor. I remember we did a walkthrough, and then like the next day.
Okay, yeah, you're right. All right.
No, we did a walkthrough that day before we left.
But what's that? Because the game kept getting moved.
Whatever day before the game.
So 7 days straight, somebody got COVID every single day.
Yeah.
And they kept being like, okay, the contact tracing. So then they're like, all right, guys, we got to make a decision. If another guy gets COVID, we are not playing this game. We're over doing Zoom. Who feels safe to play the game? Like, we're clicking this. We're like, it's so funny how goofy COVID was because we're sitting here like, I don't know, man. I don't feel safe. Guys are like, I don't feel safe, man. Got Calais being
we'll have families.
Calais, right? Walter Payton Man of the Year. Guys, this is serious. We're like, all right. So we voted who felt safe to play, this, that, and the third. And so they're like, all right, we're going to take 2 planes. But if another guy gets COVID, we're not taking.
What would the 2 planes do?
Separate people that much on the plane.
From who though?
From just each other. Because at that point it was like somebody
just for space.
Yeah, at that point it's like somebody's got it, just don't know who has
But like when you're doing a walkthrough, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like even like games, it made no sense.
Yeah, it never made sense. Right. But so we're literally at the airport. Like we finally got en route to finally go to the game. Harbs goes, leadership, come off the plane. So I'm like, wait, what's going on? Walk off the plane. We're on the tarmac, bro. Like literally on the tarmac, about to take off. And he goes, all right, somebody got COVID. Somebody else just tested positive. At this time, I didn't know it was Geno. So he doesn't say who. He's like, so we're still going to play this game.
Dude, I just remember, it's actually funny because that morning, I remember getting tested. And it was like one of them days, like, you
were on the way to the airport when you got called. You had it, weren't you?
No, so this is actually funny. So I went in that morning because we had to walk here that morning. So I went in, you get tested in the morning. So as soon as they swallowed my nose, in my head, I'm like, that's COVID.
That's COVID.
I just had a feeling like, I'm like, dude, like, because it's been going on for so long. I was around so many people all day. And I'm a type of person where like, if I'm around a lot of people like for a long time, I might get sick. Like my immune system kind of a little messed up. And like, I usually get sick around December. Like it's just how it always happens for me. I get like a little cold. And I haven't been sick the whole time. And I'm like, dude, I'm like on a good time. I'm good. I'm healthy. And it was like literally that morning. I remember they swallowed my nose. I'm like, dude, something feels wrong. Like something feels wrong today. And I remember leaving the walkthrough and I'm going home. I'm changing. I'm getting ready to get back. I'm playing. It's my first time playing back home in PA since I lost my high school championship in Hinesfield, whatever it's called now. But I'm getting ready to go play there. And I remember I'm packing my bags and getting my car. And all I get is a call. I'm like, why is the team is Ron? Because he was the
COVID guy?
No, Ron was the
head
trainer at the moment. Trainer. He's calling me. He's like, hey, bud, you might want to stay home. They got you. I was like, oh, all right. And then
So
how many people are out that game? Did Lamar not play?
Well, the people, Lamar didn't play.
Then RG3 got hurt,
right?
There was only a few people that didn't play because most people came back in time because the game got pushed back so far.
Yeah. a lot of people did come back.
But we did
Marcus
play.
Peters didn't play. Did he play?
No, he played. But we did
Why
play.
was Witch playing? Oh, because I was playing. That's when I was moving in nickel and stuff. That game was weird. There was AA Aaron Adoye. He was like 35.
Of the
He was like a 33-year-old rookie. Like it was so. He got his first game. He actually.
A lot of people played their first game.
Yeah, played their first game. Some their last. But not that they were just bad. It just. All I know is I'll remember him forever because we had a call. He had to drop to help with the shallow. They were going to throw to my guy who happened to be wide open. He dropped for me, helped me make the play. So shout out to AA. That game was just interesting. I just remember.
And you almost won.
Yeah.
And we almost freaking won.
Trace McSorley.
Trace
He almost
McSorley.
became a legend.
Hollywood had a little. Yeah, that was a COVID times were crazy, man. I remember when I first got COVID. So the weirdest thing about the rules were you could not go to a teammate's house.
Yeah.
During the whole season.
During the whole season.
Even if you didn't have it.
Even if you didn't have it. You could not go to a teammate's house, period. You could not leave the city of Baltimore, period.
Yeah.
You could not, at first they said you had to be 6 feet of meetings. Then it went to like 8 feet. Then it went to 9 feet.
Yeah.
They're basically trying to say meet at home, but the Ravens were like, oh, F that.
Yeah,
If we can meet in person, we're going to meet in person.
We literally, our team meeting room ended up being our indoor
facility.
And they made a
microphones
projector.
and huge speakers.
Bryce be sitting all the way to like the back on the end.
You'd
like
be sitting in the one person in the end zone, one person at the opposite.
Like you couldn't even hear nothing for real. Like,
so we stayed in person for as long as we could until it just got like
told the Steelers game.
Yeah, till the Steelers game. So
wait, what changed? You're saying you stopped?
We ended up going straight Zoom.
Eventually, we straight Zoom at the house.
Okay. Yeah. For the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year.
Yeah, and you just came into practice and you literally dip out, go back on Zoom calls.
Yeah. So those are like the only rules. Now you could go to any club. You could do whatever you wanted. So we had a bye week. Couldn't leave the city. I was like, I'm not going to hang out with any teammates, but I'm about to have a fire bye week. I went to like restaurant openings. I had like all these people saying my career. It was like a crazy 3-day just
bender
vibe. I walk back in the next Monday and I'm just like looking around like, I definitely probably have COVID. So like, I got my mask on. And I'm like, let me just like, trying to stay away from people. Like, like I might have it, but like, nobody knows. Like nobody knows I was outside like that. And then we played the Steelers at home. And like I wake up, like my phone's ringing. I'm like, oh, it's an off day. It's like, watch my phone ringing, like kind of won't stop. I'm like half awake, answer. And someone who's really chill in the building, like was like the most I've ever heard her freak out. She's like, do not come in here today. I'm just like, what? She's like, don't come in. I'm like, hang up. And I'm like, oh crap. My sister or somebody was at the crib. I'm like, hey guys, I think I got COVID. And they like come in and like creep open the door like, ugh. So I sparked off the freaking.
So you started the whole Ravens?
No. 2 weeks passed and nobody else got it.
Okay.
But they were treating me like, I just remember. I remember so vividly because I was treated like patient zero. I'm freaking.
Well, Nigel really was. Remember when Nigel got it?
Yeah, but no, he didn't come in. So I remember because this is why I remember. I get on Zoom. They change my name to Patient Zero. They're like making me get on every single Zoom. I'm like, bro, I can't even play this week. They're like, yo, we'll wait on Marlon. Coach is like, yo, you got to come on this. I'm like, bro, I'm sick. Like, what? Can I? And then after that, every other person that gets sick, all it is, oh, well, he's sick. He doesn't need. And I'm just like, why are they treating me like I needed to be on everything when I was freaking sick? But then Calais gets sick. And he's just, oh, he's having a rough time with COVID. I literally told my coach, I have COVID. Like, I'm supposed to be dying. He said, well, are you dying? I'm like, what the freak?
How about the 2 weeks off though? You got
from what?
Because remember when you got COVID that around then, you got that 2 weeks off. Like you weren't allowed to.
Oh yeah, you couldn't come into the facility.
Days.
Yeah, you couldn't come into
you
work.
missed 2 games?
No, they like allowed it to be like.
They were really making stuff up.
Allowed it to be kind of 10. It ended up being like 10.
They ended up changing it. Like,
ended up being 10.
Marlon was like the first one during the season. They were like, oh, we can't have this guy out this day. He's all pro.
Yeah,
Can't have him missing games. Me, they were like, let's keep him out for like a month.
Send him to
COVID was wild times.
Let's keep him out for a month. Then I went to the Texans.
COVID was wild times.
All right, I have a question. How did we get here? Because there was supposed to be a story about you didn't think he could play.
Oh,
So we're trying to get to that.
So, this is how I treat everybody that comes in, and I really got this mainly from Sis. Like this is like, I'm not an old head, but I kind of am.
You are.
In football, in real world age, I'm 57. Normal age of life, of football career parameters. So like when I first get here, Sis is like, who are you if you're not really, you ain't showed me nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what, you get 100 people here, 90 people, whatever. A lot of those guys are going to be gone. It's real. Yeah. I don't know if this guy can play. I know what he did in college. Sure, whatever. You are who you are. So it's a big evaluation process. Can I ride with you? Like, are you worthy? I cannot trust you in the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's got me, hit me up by the pads and I'm trying to fight, you gonna come buck the guy off me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, watching the preseason, I'm like, dang, Geno kid kind of balling. Like, I'm like, because I look at you as a blank canvas. Mm-hmm. No painting on there. I see no painting on there until there's some paint on there. And I'm just like, if he get in there, he gonna make some noise. True story. So I did see it. Now, I didn't see it at first because I can't see it at first. Like I said, it's a blank canvas. But after the preseason game, I'm like, hey.
What makes you think he was showing no love before the preseason?
Bro, it was crazy because when I first got here,
you have to.
When I first got here, like one, it was COVID. So like, everyone wasn't really talking to each other. But when I first got here, when I first met Marlo, I'm like, dude, why is he like, I didn't know Marlo. You got to know Marlo to know Marlo. Like, you got to know Marlo to know Marlo. I grew.
Elaborate.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you got to get the Earl Thomas story.
Yeah, so I met Marlo at first, and, he really wasn't talking to me. So I was just like, screw him. Let me just mind my business. Try to talk to Chuck more and CoCap. But anyways, Marlo didn't really talk to me my first year at all.
The whole year?
Not really. Yeah, not really. I mean, I'd be like, but I see how it is now because, not like we have rookies and I don't mean to do it, but I caught doing it because I remember during camp, the one rookie was like, damn, you don't talk to me? I'm like, it's not like I'm not trying to talk to no one. I'm just like, if you're not doing nothing, like, it's like you just be there. Like, people just be there. Like, it's true. It is like, that's how it is during camp. Like, some people, if you're not getting reps, then you really don't know the person. Like, you try to get to learn them, but camp, I'd be worried about ball. And if you're not out there with me, then there's no point to talk to you really.
Exactly.
But didn't talk to Marlo, whatever. And then we really became close to this trip before the preseason, though. We went to Mexico.
We took a DB trip. That's when he got the nickname Chico.
I was going to ask how you got the
name. Went to Mexico. Hey, now how he got the name, that's classified. Now, we ain't going to get too detailed.
Let's unclassify the information.
They're classified. But you got to tell a story about Earl Thomas.
What story? Which one?
You tease this?
Yeah, we need the story. We need
any story about Earl Thomas. We really need an Earl Thomas story.
No, all right. Earl's my guy. I like Earl's my guy. When I first met Earl, this is how it went though. I remember I hit my boy Malik Hooker up because him and Earl had the same agent, and I was like, hey, like, since he's my teammate, he like shoot him a text, see if I could get a workout with him before the camp starts and stuff like that. Because I was out here already. I'm pretty sure he was out here, and he was like, yeah. So I hit Earl up. I'm like, hey, I just got drafted here, whatever. Can we get a workout? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, when? He told me when. He was like, and I just got here, whatever. So it was like 5:45 at night. I went to go get extra work. So I hit him up. He was like, meet me at 6:00. He said, meet me here. It was like 5:45. I'm like, all right. And where I was at was like 20 minutes away. So I get in my car as soon as I can. I'm rushing over there because I'm like, I don't want to be late, but I know I'm going to be late.
Yeah.
I pull up. I get there, and it's like probably like 6:10 now. And I see him over there with his helmet on, doing drills, like going full speed. And I'm like, oh, he's working. I'm like, all right. I remember I get out the car, go over, put my cleats on. He was like, hey, Rook, don't have me waiting here like that again. If you do that again, I ain't gonna be here. I was like, in my head, I'm like, dude, you literally just told me to get here now. So I got here. Long story goes, he invites me over to his house. one next day I go over and we're chilling, eating. I remember asking questions like, how was the first year in the league and things like this. I'm like, how'd it go for you? And like, what was it like? And he looked at me, he was like, hey, Rook, I was a first round pick. I ain't looking to be nobody's role model, and I ain't want to be your role model. So do what you got to do. I'm like, all right, respect.
Respect, but not really.
But he is one of the all-time free safeties.
He's one of the all-time greats.
Legion of Boom.
Is one of the
Super Bowl champ.
Greats.
Gotta respect him though.
Yeah.
But he definitely does things his own way.
Yeah.
And I respect it though.
His own way.
Yeah, everyone does things different though. You know? That's why I said like when I first met Marlo, you gotta learn Marlo. I learned Earl. So
my favorite Earl story, that's PG-13 enough. It's PG-13 enough. I guess it was, I don't know. Maybe it was him laying the law early in meetings of how he liked to be coached, I guess. And one of the coaches is like, he's like, Earl, we need you here in the post. You're the middle of field safety. Like you can't, you can't be getting greedy, doing other stuff. And he's like, hey, coach, it's documented. We're like, coach is like, huh? It's like, it's documented. And we're just like, and that was it. It's like, it's documented that like what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I don't need to be in no post. And we were just in the meeting like, yep. I mean,
it's crazy though, because
that is true. Like he is Earl Thomas.
Was he that legendary?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say. I mean, you got to think he was he all decade team in like 2010?
He probably
2000.
was. Yeah, safety for
That's what I'm saying. He had to be like. I mean,
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, he was. All
I mean,
pro.
it was that what I'm saying. When he said it documented, we all kind of we understood what he meant.
Yeah,
It was documented.
It's just the way he went about things. Like he was one things his own way and stuff like that.
There was no black, there was no gray with him for sure. It was like, hey.
But he's definitely cool people though. I mean, he's cool, but he just went about things his own way. I mean, it's crazy though, like you said, like, because he definitely would be wilding sometimes. But when you're there's people that make plays like that, like, definitely be wilding. I mean, I remember watching Ed Reed's highlights. Remember Coach had the Ed Reed highlights up the one day? He was like showing like, this is how you make plays, but we're watching, we're like, dude, he's supposed to be in the middle of the field and he's in the flat.
Yeah.
Like, but they were saying like Ed will build that trust with his, like, I remember Jimmy was telling us like,
Jimmy said Ed will leave you out to dry.
yeah, Jimmy was like,
they all leave you out to dry.
Jimmy would be like, Ed would tell him like, hey, you better stay high because I'm jumping this. Like, I know the play is coming. I'm like, guys like that, like kind of know the plays, but sometimes they don't because
Earl not gonna tell you though.
Yeah.
Earl not gonna tell you say hi. I'm about to jump. He just gonna jump in. And you gonna
that's why like, Ed would make so many plays. Like I'm just watching film on him that day. I remember seeing him pick off slants. I'm like, dude, like if I try to do that, I almost tried to do that this year. I thought I was gonna make a play and I ran off the post. But things like that, like
that was bad.
But what I'm saying, things like that, like they see stuff and like it happens for them. Like I thought that was gonna happen for me this year, and it definitely didn't. But I thought
your instincts led you to a pick on Sunday.
Yeah, that was one time. The other time it didn't. It almost got me benched. So
yeah, that pick did. Yeah, that pick later in the game definitely did say.
Yeah. What game? What game?
The Browns.
Oh, you were just feeling yourself.
Yeah, I
don't know. You was
gonna
hit. Hey, if they would have done that though, you would.
This was the reason why. This is the reason. So during film that week, we saw formation. They were like, this is what they do out. This is what they do out of it. But they might do the play that Lamar did, where they pitch it and Lamar does the sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Like the tight end gets under the center, and they're usually a QB sneak. It was like 4th and 1, and doing a tight end on the center, they might pitch it and run the toss play with the quarterback. Yeah. They did it. So I'm going downhill.
Was really good film study. Actually.
So I'm downhill. I'm like, that's the play. What was his name? The quarterback? DTR.
Yeah.
He takes like 2 steps, like he's running, and he pulled up. And
no.
I was like, no. In my head, I was like, there's no way there's a pass off this. And there was a pass. But it was great.
That was great, like taking the classroom to the field.
Yeah, but because Mike brought up, he was like, he showed the play and everything. He's like, they might do this. And I'm like, wow, this is it. Like, I see the quarterback's offset. This is it. Like, the formation shows it all. And they had a play off of it.
So, and what happened on the play?
Great offensive call, huh?
What happened on the play?
We just got PI. You know?
We got a PI, but it would have been like a super easy interception.
Easy pick for me. So I was
you would have been sitting there.
Yeah, I was
it would have been it would have been a very easy pick. But
hey, he's got 5.
You're right. Yeah, you can spare one.
Can I get that? Was not PG-13. I need like a PG-13 Earl Thomas story.
What happened in Mexico?
Mexico is rated R, but no, there's a Earl was a character. There's a lot.
He's a one of a kind.
He's one of a kind.
Give me a one of a kind story.
I had my best one of a kind.
Give it.
I don't.
Give it.
I already gave.
I don't want to put too much out there. You know, it's just,
I ain't. Yeah, it is what it is.
All right, so let's just go with this. The rumors and everything that happened. That fits Earl's personality.
I have no idea what the rumors are exactly, but
when you say you don't know the rumors, are you saying that or you genuinely don't know?
I am not on the Ravens feed of wherever the rumors lie.
You know what happened.
What?
With Earl.
I mean,
his brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean.
So I don't know about I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that's true, but
I mean, it's not my business.
Okay.
I didn't.
As Dwight Howard would say, "Don't worry where I put my wood."
I don't know what Dwight Howard's saying right now. So
Dwight Howard. I actually, for some reason, did see a clip of him. Maybe it was on a podcast.
But I think he just posted something. He
posted something.
He said, "Don't worry where I put my wood."
Yeah, I mean, it's 2023, man. You want to be with whoever you want to be with. Be that.
Geno, you're playing in a contract year. How much of that is in your head? And how aware are people? Because we got Matabike, PQ. Are you guys fully aware?
Y'all actually had a really good class.
Very good class.
Yeah, our class.
Brody
our class. Brody already got paid. I mean, we had Duve, that's an All-Pro.
Yep.
Returner. Who else we have? Me, Beeks, Malik. Malik is balling, and people aren't really noticing it. He's doing all the little things. He's a special team dog. Playing outside linebacker when he has to, and inside linebacker. I feel like our class is definitely deep, but you try not to worry about it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to handle itself. Really, in my mind, it's like the last thing I got to think about, because whatever I do on the field it's gonna handle the situation. So, you try not to think about it. Try to go out there and win ball games right now. And like everyone says, I mean, the more successful a team is, the more successful you'll be after the season. So, the more plays and stuff we make, the more games you win, and hopefully win a Super Bowl. It will take care of itself after that.
Because Marlon was joking last week that the Lions game, the offense and defense, I guess, we're giving you crap for low IQ for that interception. In a contract year, though, like, I assume in the ball's in flight, you're not thinking, oh, I need this for my contract. Yeah. But is there more incentive to a play like that, or to steal B. Steve's interception?
I mean, in my head, every time the ball's in the air, I'm going to pick it off.
Right.
No matter the situation. Why drop an interception? I mean, yes, sometimes field position might be good, but I think they would have got an extra 15 yards. Yeah. And
at that point in the game.
Yeah, it is. And it wasn't like I caught the pick at the 1 yard line, got tackled. At least like it was like a touchback. Yeah. Or, it was like so it wasn't even like anything. But in my mind, anytime the ball's in there, I'm gonna pick it off.
And Marlon wouldn't let you run out either.
Yeah, that was actually a smart play by Marlon, because I didn't know where I caught the ball at. I was going to come out, and next I see 44 in my face screaming, "Go down, go down!"
Yeah,
and I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, hey, looking back on it, that was good. That was a good decision by me.
It was,
but
I was block.
But in reality,
you weren't gonna block.
I was just so tired. I was not about to block. I was like, there's no shot I was blocking. Just no shot.
You didn't block the Tennessee game either, so.
Tennessee. That time, I think I was about to go right and you went left.
You were almost ran.
For some reason, my vision I don't have a good feel for what the guy behind me.
You were chasing D Hop the whole time and you almost ran into me.
I be having bad
you were
vision.
beefing. The beef was real.
No, somebody actually blocked him out of bounds. Somebody
No, Beast got fined for that.
Oh, he did push him out of bounds. Dude, they were finding heavy that game.
Yeah. Your team got fined like $100,000.
They were finding like crazy stuff for little.
Have either of you gotten a fine this year?
No.
No fines so far.
I feel like that would ruin your week.
You know, at this point, if I get only thing that ruins my weeks is L's. And as long as we keep W's, let's freaking go. Kareem Jackson suspended 4 games though.
Yeah.
I thought I dropped it too.
Oh, I got dropped it too?
I thought
4
might-
seemed
he
kind of
might,
steep.
yeah.
4 seemed pretty steep.
Initially, yeah.
4 seems steep. My gosh.
Kyle
Force
better
them
watch out because see what they're making a statement of people out there.
Yeah. All right. Well, big dubs. Trade deadline is tomorrow. When this comes out, it will be post trade deadline. Do you think Ravens make any moves?
Do we need moves?
Honestly,
I feel like we got a team right now. Honestly, looking at the roster, I don't see a weak spot. Like I don't see other people other people might have
We never have too many.
other people have opinions,
Yeah.
but inside, everyone inside, I feel like there's not a position on offense, defense, special teams that we're like, we need this.
Yeah.
Like we
No,
got the we
from
got
the outside
guys.
looking in, there's no gaping hole.
Yeah, we got
Years
this.
past, there's been
Yeah.
like, oh, we need this and
I'm
this,
trying
and
to
it's
think,
very
too.
clear. Now it would be supplemental.
Yeah.
no,
like-
actually, we really technically only have. Who was our third running back like yesterday?
Who are you speculating?
Oh, that's true.
Who was our third running back
Yeah.
yesterday?
Who are you trying to speculate?
Yeah, stir the pot.
Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, we need a quarterback. Oh no, seriously, who's our third running back though?
It's Keaton, but he was hurt.
Oh,
so
he was
you
hurt.
elevated.
So we only went into the game with 2.
No, there was a
No,
third. There was a
Owen was up, but he played special teams.
yeah.
On that note, I've been tracking Twitter while it's been going on. There are some reports from Unverified and Josina Anderson that offers were made and trades fell through due to some teams wanting too much for a rental.
Mm. The big rumor this week
For
was
Pat
him.
Mahomes?
For Cuzzo and Derrick Henry were the 2 names.
Cuzzo.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Say.
No, Saquon.
You literally meant cuz like my cousin.
Yeah, fam.
Saquon's on his. Oh, he's on there 1 year.
Yeah.
Ooh, Saquon added to D.
Your teammate.
A trifecta, man. A Gus with the bang, with the bow, with the little justice as a third downer.
Do you think
Because we had Baby Ray,
who's Baby Ray?
Jay.
King Charles.
Ah,
We got to get King Charles on the pod, man. He's up in every having
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers.
that's a good. We're gonna get back to trade deadline, but is he coming back? Because Rodgers looks like he's playing next week.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't
trust whatever
I don't know if
Rodgers
it's
is
legal.
doing.
I don't know if it's legal, but whatever they're doing, it's working.
I hope JK did not do that though, just because he's got to do a lot more cutting than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers is like.
Did you
he
see
got
yesterday's clip?
Yeah, he got like a few years left in him anyway. So like whatever he does is for the last few years.
Right.
He got it.
Yeah.
All right. So you think no big holes for the Ravens, but a Saquon or Derrick Henry trade? I mean, Gus, I guess, saw the rumors and said, "I'm gonna get 3 touchdowns." But they asked him after the game. He said he didn't hear anything about it. You believe that, or is that cap?
I think Gus kind of be chilling. If you're really not on Twitter, you don't see too much. And you see, I miss it. I don't know what's going on in the world without Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't go on Twitter like that. I go on it just to like yesterday after a game. I'll just Steve tag me. I'll just put like a little gift.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I
GIF,
think
whatever it's called.
after dubs, you gotta show a little,
Yeah, show a little love.
little love, little fan engagement. People are happy for you. But
Besides that, I don't be on.
I used to be on there daggum heavy, but it takes too much of your time. It takes too much of my time because I'd be literally anytime I hear something, I just go to Twitter and just Google it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying you tweet
We miss you
your
on
daily
Twitter,
life.
though.
You literally tweet your daily life.
I do. Off season, I do. That's why, when people are like, the COVID shots, they're tracking you. I'm like, I be telling people where I'm at half the time anyway.
Yeah,
So it's like,
At the
know-
nightclub getting COVID right now.
Yeah, it's
on
like-
the bye week.
it's like, so it's but trade deadline, man, hey, look. We got a pretty solid roster. But,
You feel like you could win a Super Bowl with this team,
Oh, definitely.
besides a new quarterback? Is that because you're
Dude,
beefing with Lamar?
somebody said
Is he a top MVP candidate right now?
Yeah.
Who
said
is it?
Lamar is playing point guard
Yeah.
at the quarterback position. And when I looked at some of the passes from the Lions, he was like running and then pass, like running, like it was like interesting. It was kind of, I don't know if it was supposed to be like that.
Joined RPOs.
Did you know that? No, it was like,
No, the Gus pass apparently
Gus-
was a sweep run.
yeah,
he
dude.
just-
He just made something happen.
Yeah.
It kind of looked fire. I don't know if that was,
And like the Pat Ricard one.
bro. That's what I'm saying. He had like a couple joints when he's like, it's kind of fire.
He really don't get enough credit as like
Kind of fire.
like if Pat Mahomes did it, it'd be like, oh my God, he
Mhm.
does it again. Like
Bro, one of the
Lamar
most-
just makes it so effortless that people were like,
One of the wildest things Pat
There he
Mahomes
goes
ever
again.
did was when he ran and he threw the ball with the opposite hand.
The lefty toss.
yeah.
That was pretty wild, not gonna lie.
I think someone did that recently though. And they didn't get the same love. Pat gets love, but he gets love for a reason.
Yeah, he is pretty elite.
All right, we're gonna
First move,
Ooh.
Leonard Williams, this is actually really timely, is headed to the Seahawks from the Giants.
Leonard Williams traded to the Seahawks. You guys play the
Who's that?
Seahawks.
99.
99 on blue New York.
D. Lyman.
Which maybe
Good player.
that means Cuzzo fam might be next. If you trade a player, that probably means
You're in the business.
you're in the business. Let's do some rapid fire real quick. You're just gonna say stay or trade. All right. Derrick Henry. Do you think he'll stay or trade?
Stay.
Trade.
D Hop.
Stay.
Stay.
Brian Burns.
Stay.
You gotta pay. Stay.
Ryan Tannehill.
No, I mean,
No one wants him.
stay.
Stay. He's just at the tail end.
Actually,
isn't he pretty old?
Damn.
who's Minnesota's quarterback? gonna be?
That's where people are speculating.
Man, I can see that.
Oh, in that case, stay. Like, no. No.
Kyler.
He's staying.
Yeah, he's
stay.
gotta
He's
stay.
gotta stay.
Danielle Hunter.
The dude from the Vikings.
Minnesota, yeah.
It's gonna be interesting what Minnesota said. They could either
Don't he
just-
want to pay though?
Yeah.
So he's basically gonna be a rental then. So he has to go to a contender.
Or a contender that pays like Roquan.
stay.
Stay. I don't think he's gonna stay.
Jerry Judy.
Man,
this-
they've been trying to shop. It seems like he's getting shopped every year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what's the deal. He obviously he's a baller, but like it's weird to say he's a baller because he hasn't balled, but he is a baller. So
I
it's
feel
like
at this point he's gonna stay.
so it's like it's got to be just change of scenery. He's gonna get change of scenery and go for 1,000. Wait, stay or leave?
Stay.
Like, trade.
You think you traded?
I think so. Dalvin Cook.
I don't think anybody. I was surprised he got the deal he got.
Yeah, he's getting paid a lot of money. I think they'll stay just because teams will want to probably pay that.
I think he's gonna stay.
Mike Evans.
He's gonna stay. He's gonna finish it out one more year there.
Stay.
Saquon.
Stay. It's only one day away.
Literally, I feel like it would have been like it would have happened.
Yeah,
by
no
now.
trades have really happened like
Chase
that.
Young.
I think
I think
people injuries concerned.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stay.
Stay.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's like a list of 10 guys. And it's a day away. And really no one got traded besides Byard. Does the NFL heat up like that? Or you just
They
think none
do.
of-
They do.
It's like it's not like the NBA. The
No,
NBA
yeah,
be
they-
like you just be pure like boys be. This year was weird. This year's weird.
But
Like
the crazy part about it though is like most trades do happen last minute. Like
Yeah.
they'll happen at the last second. Like, isn't that how we basically got Roquan?
Yeah.
Like it happened. Like,
It was, yeah, they almost missed the.
That's what I'm saying. It was like last day.
I think
like,
I was working out when we traded for Roquan.
Have
And
either of you ever been in trade rumors?
I actually got told after last year. I got told
you
that
get inquiries?
yeah, I heard teams were trying to trade for me last year.
Really?
Yeah, he definitely gets inquiries.
And that's
Sure.
from your agent or the team?
The team told me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say who, but someone came up to me and told me they were like, "We had some trade offers for you. We think we said." I was like,
They're really playing with your
I was
life like that.
I was like, I'm here.
Yeah, you definitely got something for sure. No, I actually told EDC this, our GM, for the people that don't know. I was like, hey man, look, if you're gonna trade me, like not maybe not this year, next year, or cut me or whatever, could you at least like, do you think maybe you could tell me like at least in advance before like I'm just freaking eating some pizza and someone's like, you just got traded, you bum. Like I was like, oh frick. So he said he didn't really say yes, but he he kind of did. So hopefully I should know in advance, at least before it hits the media. So,
Like DeMar DeRozan got traded and they didn't, or they traded Lowry, whoever it was.
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, can you at least freaking...
Like, you just want to know how far in advance. Let's say they were going to trade you tomorrow at 3:00.
I just need
when
to...
do you want to know? Today?
I just need to know to where like today, there's a community service event for us, for the Ravens that they're doing. I would like to at least know before I go pull up to the community service event, and then someone's just like, yeah, so how does it feel to be out here giving back? And then the next question's like, and you just got cut. So talk to me about what's next. I'm just like, what?
I feel like the Ravens do a good job though of like their veterans. They let them know in advance, like, hey, like probably gonna move on, or
yeah, I think they do actually.
Because I mean, no one really got traded since I've been here. Besides since the dude we traded for Jay Klein, we traded for Roquan. Remember he played his first game against Tampa, and he actually like
no, bro. My rookie year was my first time seeing somebody get traded. It was like a team meeting. I mean, it was in defensive walkthrough.
Oh no, Sean Wade is the first person I saw get traded after the practice. My second year. And
but it never hits the media before. Like they tell the person. Actually.
Yeah, I remember like all the scouts were out there, and they walked up to him after practice, and like we're like looking like what's happening, and he walked over and was like, "Yeah, boys, just got traded to Patriots. I gotta go now." I'm like, "Dang, sucks."
Wow.
Does it suck? I mean, not that you two have been traded.
I mean, I've been through going to another team this
Right.
season, but I mean, it kind of does because you're like, "Dang, like."
Is it more they don't want me, or more I gotta move, I gotta do all this? Like,
I think it's the moving part.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, dang, I gotta get up and move right now.
Yeah.
Like, shoot. That's how I was, because I didn't want to go at first, because it was the last game of the season. They weren't going to the playoffs. So I was like, can I just go home? Like, can I just go home?
Dude, it's crazy. When I first got in the league, I just always, like, for some reason, my vision of being in the NFL, I just wanted to play for like 5 different teams. I don't know why. I just always like envisioned that happening. But obviously, that is not it.
Not every team's the same.
Yeah.
Cultures are different.
Change sometimes is good for certain people, but
It is. Yeah. Situation-wise, yeah.
all right, I need your guys' opinion on Kim K's company Spanx
I saw that.
partnering with the NBA.
I saw that this morning.
Money moves.
Is it only underwear?
Yeah. Well, they have
It's
like bras.
It's
and-
like
yeah.
white, like
No, but
tops
did they
or
only
tank
get
tops and stuff.
Do they have tanks?
I thought it was like
Oh, like
white-
undershirt,
white
white
beaters,
beaters,
yeah.
Yeah, because the dude was sagging his pants, and I'm like,
I'm just
pull your
is
pants up.
Is it basically like Skims or whatever? Is it like,
Skims. Sorry. Yeah, Skims. That's what I meant.
So I saw like Nick Bosa and them. Like,
Yeah, so Bosa, SGA are models. There were a couple
Bosa?
Other, yeah. There's a couple other
White
players.
Bosa?
There's only.
They're both white.
He's a, he,
Yeah, I'm saying, what do you mean?
wait.
Yeah.
What he
I'll
they
try and
partnered
pull it.
with Skim?
yeah,
Bosa?
yeah, with
Yeah,
Skims. But
Which-
he's not NBA.
it was him, Neymar, and
Yeah.
Oh, she putting out big dollars.
Yeah, but I didn't see Odell, so what do we...
She can't afford Odell.
Odell's costume. Yeah, here you go. Here's Bosa.
yeah.
Would you rock a
Hey,
Skims?
if Kim K want me to wear something, I will wear it. You mean? You
Be a
mean?
little underwear model.
You need me. You want me to wear it, I will wear it. You need me. No, that's a pretty it's a power move for sure. I actually mostly pretty comfortable. Pretty comfy stuff.
Do you think they could do the combine in the future? Take over No Bowl?
Where did No Bull come from?
I didn't wear. I wore New Era.
Maybe if you had that
Where were
Kim
you
K
on?
Skims,
I know,
you
right?
would have been.
I think
speedy.
I
I'd have
just
run
wore-
faster. Want to pull my groin.
I think we were Under
Sorry.
Armour.
Under Armour. Yeah, I was New Era.
Yeah, we were
It
Under
must
Armour.
not return well if they change every year.
I think that if I was in NFL, I'd just take the highest bidder. I'd never sign a multi-year deal. I'd take the highest bidder
Every year.
Every year.
Would you do that for your contract,
What?
or do you like the security?
Highest bidder?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, would you rather be playing 1 year highest number?
Oh, do it 1 year every
no.
year.
That's that.
Because you're
Darrell
that's-
Revis
you've
did
been-
that.
I mean, I've been
Kinda.
doing that.
Yeah.
Julio at one point was basically doing that, like every.
But like,
every 2
I mean,
years.
I've been doing 1 year, but like, it's weird because like they like my second year, they owned rights to me, so like I had to be here. The third year, same thing. Like they picked my rights. They own the rights of me. Kind of. And this year they didn't pick my tender up, so I was technically a free agent. So, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Warriors really ain't it though.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Because you're basically like a.
It surrounds me with Chauncey Gardner. He had what 8 picks last year. 6 picks and was hurt for a lot of the games. Right.
Yeah.
Signed a 1 year and got hurt. Now it's like, what happens next year?
Yeah.
So it's like.
That long-term security.
It's very.
And guarantees is a big thing.
It's a very risky move, for sure.
Around the NFL, Giants throw for -7 total yards. What's your reaction to that?
Who was the quarterback?
I have no idea how that's even possible.
So Tyrod was in. He got hurt. Weather was really bad, but obviously not an excuse. Then DeVito ended up closing the game. They almost won the game.
They almost won with -70 yards.
Yeah.
How many rushing yards they have?
Saquon had like 36 carries for 100-something yards.
I don't know how that happened, but.
And then you have Tyreek gets to 1,000 yards. A.J. Brown at 6 games with 125 plus. Do you think that A.J. Brown, where would you rank A.J. Brown right now?
Dude, he's been going crazy.
As wide receivers?
Yeah.
He's 2.
He's 2.
I'll say he's 2. Yeah. I mean, obviously Tyreek Hill's number 1. Then you gotta go.
Tyreek's beat. Yeah, see those motherfreakers. What?
A.J. Brown just balling, bro. 6 games in a row of over 125.
So you put him over Jamar, Jettas, Cup, all them.
Yeah. I mean, Jets hurt right now, so you really can't say that. Jamar.
I mean, if you're going by the season.
I mean, yeah. Jamar just, it'd be like every other game, like he'll ball out and then next you know he's complaining. Like next 2 games.
I'll say this, Jamar is getting a lot of targets right now.
Yeah, I mean, because he asked for him.
I feel like it seems like AJ gets so many just shots.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of shots from.
He's a deep guy, and then
Tyreek is running.
The middle guy.
I'm trying to figure out how to. I haven't really watched the film of the Miami, but
you guys haven't watched film for this Sunday, right? Because this is probably the most interesting matchup you've had to date. Lockett, DK, and the Rook, JSN.
Yeah, they got some.
Any words on that crew?
Good group of guys. Probably the best receivers you played since Cincy.
Yeah.
Which crew's better?
Even though you didn't play, I never played Seattle, so
last time we played Seattle was about I don't know how long ago, but they had Lockett and DK. Who's the other receiver at the time?
I don't.
That was
19.
19. That was 19.
Marcus had a pick 6.
Lil Rainey, his first game. Marcus' first game.
Yeah.
No, this is gonna be This is gonna be a good test for the secondary. This will not be a light day. I can't see them. I thought the Cardinals were gonna throw a lot more, but Seattle's gonna come in and throw.
Yeah.
With that Geno guy, the other Geno.
Yeah, we need Geno to pick Geno.
They wrote him off.
He ain't right back.
Right back.
People are writing you off.
Yo, man, look, first off, this is what I don't understand. Analyst Humph here. How can a stadium really be a hard environment to play? How mentally weak of a man, woman, whatever you identify as, to go into a stadium and say it's hard to win here and let it really affect you? Because what I saw from the Oklahoma Sooners was despicable and freaking just outright disgusting. Making me freaking look bad. That freaking bull crap. USC is dumpster juice. I mean, I don't understand how Caleb Williams was. I mean, I saw something. He wanted ownership of a team instead of a draft. And I was thinking, they might as well give it to him. Now, I don't know.
He did score 50.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't even care. Stop.
All right, Analyst Humph.
Games be close.
He's struggling. A bad week, but a bad week doesn't. You got to move on.
What was your record last week?
I don't know, but I started picking spreads, and then teams want to play games.
Don't pick spreads. Money line.
Money.
Oh, hey, how about that?
He likes the money line. Analyst Humph.
Analyst Humph here.
I'm glad that we have you in the building because we weren't going to include this game, but we have to now. Minnesota versus Iowa.
Oh,
The over-under is 29.5 points. I don't even want a game pick.
Over. 100% over. 100%.
You think they're scoring 30?
put Cooper DeJean on the offensive side. They'll get over 30 points. I want Cooper on offense. He needs to play. He needs to get the hands off. He needs like a couple touches on offense. Obviously, I'm with the Hawkeyes.
Over.
Marlon
I'm
said
going
he's a
with the
big
under.
fan of Ferentz as a coach. Says he has that defense playing well.
Oh, that's Phil Parker all the way.
He's him.
But
I like
I'm
him.
going with the under of the game.
Under. Ill.
Yep, I see like a 12-9 finish. Hawkeyes with 2 safeties as well. Something like that. Maybe.
Mm-mm.
At
Two
least
safeties,
at least
a 2-pointer.
No, I see a safety, a pick 6, and a field goal.
Okay.
12-9. We could get up 3 field goals.
Who you got in that game? Minnesota, Iowa.
I've actually not watched neither. But I'm going to go without.
Okay.
Gosh.
Next game, number 25, Kansas State travels to Austin, number 7, Texas. Texas are 4-point favorites. That's it.
Is
They're playing with
Ewers back?
Ewers is out.
I'm going Kansas State.
Apparently the backup guy's been balling, no?
He didn't play great on Saturday.
Okay.
Kansas State always was
Instagram, whatever I saw lied.
I think Kansas State runs the same kind of defense that Iowa runs, so I'm going with that.
Get that DJ ukulele.
What?
Who does?
Nah, that's Oregon,
Oregon
State.
State.
Oh. Who we talking about?
K-State's purple.
Kansas State.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't care what their offense is. I'm going with the defense. They always
Kansas
have the
State,
defense.
what are they, Wildcats?
Yeah.
Yup.
Actually, I have not watched Kansas. I have no idea.
They've been hot recently.
I'm thinking you
Going
said
Kansas
Oklahoma State. I have no idea what Kansas State's going to do. I did like that corner they had from last year, but he's in the league now, plays for the Colts.
Yep. My homeboy, go Hawks. He's a Hawkeye.
He started at the Hawkeyes?
Yep.
Man, that was straight.
My boy Juju.
Okay, who's the matchup again?
Kansas State at Texas.
Kansas. Oh, Texas is going to win that ball game.
Really?
Texas.
I thought this was your time, dude.
No, if it was ukulele, I would have took ukulele, but
If he just magically played for Kansas State.
no.
All right, this is a good one. Number 12.
With
Notre-
the points,
You're laying
Texas-
the points.
Texas with the points.
Laying
lay
the
them.
breakout.
Lay them.
Notre Dame -3 at Clemson.
Notre Dame, hey,
Notre
look,
Dame.
listen here. Put the house on Notre Dame. Clemson is fraudulent.
You don't like Clemson.
Notre Dame is fraudulent too. This is actually a fraud off, but this is Clemson did just have was it last week Clemson just had that bad loss when the quarterback pulled the ball and he shouldn't have? Or was that the week before?
That was against Miami. I don't know. They might have been on bye last week, but last game they played.
Oh, Dabo might bounce back.
No, Notre Dame. Where's it at?
It's in Clemson.
Still Notre
Dame. Look, this is what I would do. This is what I would do if I had it. I would take a mortgage out of my home.
Here we go. You're going to get people in trouble.
Quit my job. Take my 401k out, get it complete cash, and put it on Notre Dame points.
I'm putting an official disclaimer that he is joking and not to do that. If you have a gambling problem,
oh my
call
gosh,
1-800
go Irish.
Go Irish. Mizzou, number 16 at Georgia. Georgia are 16-point favorites at home.
I think this is the year that Georgia continues to keep winning and
Oh,
goes to the national championship.
man.
Goes to the national
I
championship.
thought you were going to have some confidence in yourself.
No,
You're a
no.
coward. 16.
Yep.
Georgia don't got Brock Ewers still.
Brock Bowers, no.
Brock, yep, same guy.
It's a combo. It's a-
Yep. I feel like Georgia's just been playing okay fair weather. Mizzou just beat LSU this year, right?
I just think of that. Is that the one? Is it Vanderbilt, that video?
I like
keep
Mizzou to
thinking of?
cover.
Okay.
I don't like that at all.
To cover? What is?
You have
what's the
issues
spread?
with taking the spread.
What was it?
16.
I'm money line guy.
Georgia just beat Florida pretty bad,
Minus
though.
They beat
350.
them up.
Minus 350 Georgia.
Nah, Georgia lay the wood.
Georgia lay the wood. This is a good one. Washington, number 5 Washington at USC. Washington are 5-point favorites.
I guess I didn't really think about it. Caleb Williams did score 50.
He did score. Their defense is trash. That is
Washington
not-
got a good defense. A decent defense.
Yeah. They've been struggling, though.
They've been struggling.
But they've been struggling on
Where's it at?
It's in the Coliseum.
Mm.
Is this your classic upset?
Is this
What's this?
Penix?
I'm taking
Is this his Heisman moment?
This is.
This is gonna be his Heisman moment. Can he take Caleb's? I don't see him. Well, Caleb's not going to win the Heisman. It's gonna be him
Yeah.
or JJ McCarthy. But
Heisman moment.
this is his Heisman moment.
What do you think?
That pisses me off that he's here.
I think this is the Heisman moment.
Wow.
I think he goes in the
Puntos?
Coliseum.
With
I
pun-
think
With puntos? With puntos? With puntos?
I think so.
Ooh.
I
This is
think
going to be tricky for you because you hate USC.
I loved them at first. And then they exposed themselves. Utah will make a fool out of anybody. That's what really happens. Utah just make a fool out of anybody sometimes.
Except Oregon.
And I picked Utah to take that L too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that.
I think this is.
You know what? I'm gonna ride out with you. We're gonna be road dogs.
Okay.
Puntos. Washington.
The game
Heisman moment.
of the week.
That one wasn't game of the week. That should be
Yeah,
pretty good.
Number 13 LSU at number 8
Oh, my
Alabama.
Oh,
Here we go.
Dukes Tigers.
Gooks Tigers.
The Alabama Crimson football team versus the LSU Tigers. It's always the first game in November. Is that right?
I didn't know that.
It might not be. Anyway, it's always the first game after Nick Saban's birthday. His birthday is somewhere around Halloween. It might be today or tomorrow. They've both had a bye week, both coming off outstanding buys. They've both had a lot of preparation, a lot of mental focus, a lot of lack of mental fatigue just because, you're relaxed. This game will be won in the trenches. Blood boiling, just teams that just don't daggum like each other. The Jukes Tigers, the Roll Elephants. Who's going to do it? I like the Alabama Crimson Tide to come in and lay the law immediately. Establish the ground game. Ground and pound town. Next thing you know, the run game will bounce off into the pass game. Lots of run action, RPOs, play action, boom, shots. LSU Tigers, they'll come out with their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll get flustered quick. He doesn't like contact. He'll get flustered once he gets hit a couple times. He'll make a couple mistakes. Alabama comes out of there about 35-17.
Where you going, man?
Puntos!
I don't know. I think I saw LSU got a really good receiver. It's their quarterback. What's his name? Jaden
Daniels.
He's a little
Yeah,
scrambler.
he low-key
I like
could
him
win
a
the,
lot.
this would be a Heisman moment.
I like him a lot
He's a little
too.
scrambler, I will say.
PQ is my locker mate,
Oh.
but Marlo's my dog. Gotta go with the tie.
What's the
Gotta go with
Puntos?
the tie.
What's
Go
the
with the-
3.5. 3.5.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta go to Tide.
Puntos.
Gotta go with the Tide.
Will you bet PQ
Take out that
this week?
second mortgage on your house for this one. Take out one.
Lever up on your mortgage.
Take out two.
Actually, whatever they hit on the first game with Notre Dame,
Just roll it up.
just roll it over the next game.
I saw like I guess Christian McCaffrey keeps scoring every game.
Oh,
Every-
yeah.
And it's like someone in the comments was like, ESPN's about to put out that tweet about if you rolled over the point.
No,
Nah, but if you rolled over McCaffrey, you'd actually be.
No, they
you'd
did-
own the Niners.
No, they did put it out.
Yeah, they did.
said you put it like since he
They
16
do that
games
like
in a row.
every week.
Yeah.
They said if you put $100 on and just kept it going, it would be at 1.6 now. I was like, someone probably almost did that.
You kind of got to be insane to actually do that though.
Yeah.
After like you do it like
Bro,
five
honestly,
times. it's
honestly,
like,
bro, someone probably bet his touchdown every game.
Yeah.
but they also
But
bet,
not roll
They also,
it.
I'm saying they also bet other things that show like it probably
Yeah.
even.
Yeah,
out.
because it started being like minus 300 because he literally scores every game.
yeah.
It's crazy. All right, the last question for Analyst Humph. This was a heated debate. If Alabama wins out, beats Georgia in the SEC championship, their one-loss SEC champion over Georgia. Texas wins out, beats OU in the Big 12 championship. Their one-loss Big 12 champion, but would have beaten Alabama. One spot left. Who are you putting in?
Bama's gonna get in.
But Texas beat Bama in Bama.
Bama's gonna get in. It was early in the year. They're gonna look at the strength of schedule. I feel like they always pick an SEC team, and then you beat Georgia. You gotta go Bama.
But this is the first time ever where all those things are obviously
Yeah.
true. You win the SEC. SEC always gets a
That's what I'm
spot.
saying,
You
yeah.
beat Georgia. They hadn't lost in 28 games.
Yeah.
But like,
Frick.
Yeah.
Dang.
but how are you going to say that Texas, who beat you in Bama, do you think Bama gets in?
I'm not gonna lie. That's such a bad question because like the Tide's gotta roll. Like I mean,
Saban's gonna get in.
the Tide. I mean, come on, guys.
But if there's one
Come on.
team that's the media machine, it is Texas. They got the money.
Texas is the media Mongol.
I just feel like
Revenue's down. They're looking around.
who would be the other teams in it?
So it's going to be if FSU
Wait, who did
wins
Texas lose to though?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
By 3 or 4. Close
Oh yeah,
loss.
and the
Who would the 4 be?
So Georgia right now, Big Ten champion. So Michigan right now, likely.
Yeah.
FSU's undefeated. FSU's undefeated. And then Washington or
dang, it's actually gonna be hard for. Oh wow, that's actually a realistic scenario.
Yeah.
Actually, FSU could easily win out.
Yep.
Georgia easily.
But in this scenario,
If
they lose.
Washington wins this game, I
There's
play
there's
out.
there's 4 undefeateds right now, so it's pretty simple. Where it gets questionable is if one of them loses, is it Bama or Texas? Now Texas might lose on Saturday, and so might
Yeah.
Alabama. But right now, I find it hard to believe you could put in a team over Texas, like just the team that beat you.
No, because they did it before.
Did it before what?
They put Ohio State over Penn State.
But they had 2 losses.
Still,
But that
Penn State
to me is the difference.
Penn State won the Big Ten championship.
But
And
they
it-
had 2 losses, and they didn't want to put in a 2-loss team, which is why they did it. That's the difference. You think if Penn State had 1 loss that year, they would have been it.
They should have, yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like they still should have.
Exactly. So why would
I'm not even a Penn State guy. I'm still saying that.
exactly? Marlon, Analyst Humph is really.
Then you had O State go and get whooped by Clemson.
Got cooked.
Even though my boy Malik was on the team. Sorry, though.
I'm not excited about the new playoff format.
It was like
You don't want more
31-7.
teams?
No,
Why not?
dude, they said in the playoff format, some team gets blown out every year.
Yeah.
The reality is there's just not really that many good teams. Like no matter what
No,
way you
there's
spin.
not.
Do you think that we should do
I
it?
think it's more so
18?
hard for it's more.
But I like the
more
8
so hard for
because
teams
no
to
one
focus.
cares about like the Rose Bowl anymore.
Are they
You know?
expanding it? Are they?
Yeah.
When are they expanding it?
I think in 2 years.
In 26?
Yeah.
It's going to be, what, 8?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to like that more.
Oh,
Bring back the BCS era
just for debate purposes.
just for bowl game glory. Just for bowl game glory. You're right. No one does care about these bowl games anymore. They're like irrelevant.
Yeah.
I mean, you see a lot of people opting out of them, too.
yeah.
Like, guys ain't trying to play because they're like, why?
This is the way to get around it. Like if your team is in the playoff, you're gonna play.
Yeah.
I just don't know, bro. This new era of age with NIL now too, I think it's only going to get worse. All right, there's a kid right now.
If they
right?
go 18,
Check it,
I'm
check
saying
it.
if they go 18.
Listen to this. Listen to this. There's going to be a child played 4 years of school.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to have $2 million in his bank account. And there's going to be a lot of these. By the end of his career, he's going to get drafted first, second rounder. He's like, is it worth me to get hurt and go 5th, 6th for 2? Because the new playoffs going to be, you got to have 2 games and then championship.
Yeah.
Is that worth it? I got $2 million liquid right now. Liquid over my 4-year span. And that's going to be a lot of guys that's going
But
to
isn't
happen.
be
it
worth it, though.
the only guys sitting out are gonna be 1st or 2nd round picks, right?
No, I think it's about to start getting worse. I
Really?
think,
I
you
feel like
think
they
so?
want to prove themselves.
Think about it, though.
These kids don't care about proving
Think
themselves
about
no
it.
more.
If they go 18s, right? When they go 18s,
Yeah.
if an 8 seed got like an 8 seed, that team's gonna be like maybe they might have 2 losses, whatever it is. If they go ball out against these other guys, they're gonna make money.
And
Yes, it
also
is.
the NFL deals, even if they made $2 million, they could be playing for $20 million.
Yeah.
Not when the top guy you're going against ain't even playing. You're a 3rd round, 4th rounder.
But everyone's looking at the big games. Like
Yeah.
if you're playing in a playoff game or championship game, whoever is the star player is gonna get more attention.
Jamar Chase sat out an entire year.
That was different.
And it cost him.
What?
He would have been.
He went 5.
He would have been 2.
No. Actually, I don't know what it would have been, but
He
he
would.
sat out an
It
entire
cost
year.
Micah Parsons.
It cost Micah Parsons.
Micah
a lot.
Parsons would have been a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
He should have been.
What'd he go?
14 or something like that.
Yeah.
He's about
Or
to
12, or
sign
12.
like $200 million.
Because he's doing that in the league.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he could have got more money.
Yeah.
I don't think it affected him at all. Did Derek Stingley didn't? I mean, he was hurt though. I'm just telling you, the eras have changed. It's about everyone's about to do it. It's about to get only worse. Only about to get worse. I mean, shoot, man. Come on, man. I'm a college kid. I'm rich.
Would you have did that?
Well, I mean, I no, I wouldn't have. But
Think
I don't know how you. I don't
Wouldn't
know how
that
to
be
pay.
crazy? Like Shadur's getting $100K a month right now
Yeah, that's kind
in
of
college.
yeah.
Everything
yeah,
paid
man.
for. That's probably a good.
I'm not
life.
even make that now. He's making more money than me.
Must be nice. But in college, that's crazy.
He's making more money than me. What am I doing? That rookie contract stuff, man.
Not after this year.
Nah.
All right, Geno. Appreciate you. Good luck this
No, I
weekend.
appreciate it.
We'll see you guys in Vegas, Super Bowl.
Guys, we're out. We appreciate you guys dearly. Geno Stone, thank you for your time. You're a great man.
No, I
Punchline
appreciate it.
Pod. We're out.